Paul and Silas were preaching the gospel in Philippi when they were seized, beaten, and thrown into the inner prison. Their feet were fastened in stocks, and the jailer was commanded to keep them secure. By all appearances, their situation was hopeless. Yet in the darkest hour, near midnight, Paul and Silas did not complain. Instead, they prayed and sang hymns to God, and the other prisoners listened in amazement. Suddenly, a violent earthquake shook the foundations of the prison. Doors flew open, and every chain was loosed. The jailer awoke in terror, thinking the prisoners had escaped. He drew his sword to take his own life, but Paul cried out, "Do not harm yourself. We are all here." Trembling, the jailer fell before Paul and Silas and asked, "What must I do to be saved?" They answered, "Believe in the Lord Jesus, and you will be saved, you and your household." That very night, the jailer washed their wounds, and he and his family were baptized. Joy filled his home, for God had turned despair into salvation. What began as imprisonment ended in freedom, not only for Paul and Silas, but for an entire household. This story reminds us that prayer and praise have power even in the darkest places. Chains break, doors open, and lives are transformed when God moves. Paul and Silas show us that faith in the midnight hour can turn trials into testimonies, and what the enemy meant for harm becomes a story of salvation.